Yes guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today we're going to be doing a controller and camera settings video. Now I've not done one of these for over a year, but these are pretty niche to me, so we're going to get into it and I'm going to explain why I use each and every setting. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Drop a like, drop a subscription and comment what videos you want to see in the future. Guys, this is only the start of the content grind. We're going to be smashing it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube from now on. Let's get into it. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Customize controls. Now, the controller settings, which we have here. Competitive master switch on. Now, as a pro player, I have to have this on. I'm pretty sure in Division Rivals it's automatically stuck as on, so you guys won't be able to change that. But I actually agree with some of the stuff anyway. Contextual agile dribbling, I don't think anyone should be able to use that, and I don't like using it. It takes touches for you, the AI does, instead of letting you do your own left stick dribbling. Auto clearances is not good. You win the ball back in your own box. The players just kick it out for a throw in without any instruction. Auto flare passes, they can be good, but they're a bit forced at times when you don't need to be. Just play a simple pass. Auto shots can be good from like corners, loose balls, but yeah, assisted headers, they'll be good. I'm pretty sure. Jockey would be good on assisted if you guys want to put that on. Defending, tactical defending. Anyway, let's get to the important ones, the ones that you can change. Through pass assistance semi. Now, pass direction and power will be partially assisted and depend more on where you point and how much power you put on it, rather than manual awful. The longer you hold the ball, yeah, so it won't even lock onto your players. But semi is the best one, so you put that on. Future trainer high, you don't really want your instructions like showing up on the pitch, telling you what to do. You guys do what you want in every situation. Time finishing on. Now you pretty much need this to be on. Trigger a time finish by double tapping shoot. The timing of the second button tap determines the quality of the shot. Perfectly timed strikes increase the shot's accuracy and power. So when you press B or circle and then your player's about to shoot, if you press it again on the right timing, it'll be more powerful and more accurate. The bad side to this, if there's a loose ball, you spamming it, you spamming shoot, it'll red time it because it thinks you're trying to time the shot. So yeah, it's up to you guys. For me, you need to have time finishing on for better and more accurate shots. Next one. Next player indicator on. This is for me so you can see which player you'll now second man press with if you hold R1, or which player you'll switch to if you press L1. Okay, so keep that one in mind. I have it on. A few pro players have it off, but I just like to see who the player would be if I pressed LB. So basically, let's say I'm defending my own box. I'm on the edge. I want to switch to my left centre mid, but the cursor on top of the right back, I'll right stick switch to the centre mid rather than press LB. Pass block assistance. AI and user control players will attempt to intercept the pass automatically when the ball is close by. Yeah, so pretty much you want this on, so if the ball's loose, you centre mid will go for it even if you're not controlling him, which is what you want rather than just being a bit too conservative. Auto switching, you need this on for air balls and loose balls. If you have it off, no, if you have it manual, it's awful. Someone will whipping across, you'll be switching all over the place. That's not what you want. Automatic will switch the best player for you to control. No, because that'll switch you off player when you're trying to make a tackle. Air balls and loose balls is the way to go. Auto switching move assistance. High. Auto switch move assistance will keep the player you auto switch to move in their current direction for a period of time. So that's time to orient your intended direction for the new player. Okay. So a lot of people have this on none. I think I'm one of the only people who have it on high. When I'm switching to a player, if they're already running towards me, be the ball, I like to keep the momentum going so that it's not such a drastic movement. You switch onto them, make the tackle, life's good. Clearance assistance directional. This is really important if you're at a high level. When you press circle, so the shoot button, or B, this is to clear the ball. When you're in your own half, it's a clearance. When you're in their half, it's a shot. That's what B does, or circle. So yeah, you're in your own half, it's 90-second minute, the timer's up. If the timer's up in the top left and the ball's out of play, and it's not for a corner, game over, or for a free kick. So, you're in your own box, you've just won the tackle, you want to press B, because you don't want to be risking pressing X, it can lock onto the right back, lock onto other players, and it will get intercepted. You want to press B, aim it towards the stands. Now, if you have it on, classic, it will just kick it anywhere. It might kick it up the pitch, it might kick it out for a corner, which is when you've got time on the ball. That's not what you want. Get this on directional, just kick it out, aim it at the throwing line, and you're all sorted. Next, we have the player lock. Now, player lock, a lot of you guys at home won't know how to do it. You push the left stick and the right stick in at the same time, and then you can switch the receiver, make a run with the receiver, and then call for the ball off of the ball carrier. Pretty much like pro clubs if you're playing with no controlled AI. You can just call for the ball whenever you want. So, left stick and right stick pushed in at the same time, and then you can switch to the receiver and call for the ball. Personally, I want this on. A lot of you guys, you might as well turn it off if you're not going to use it or learn it. Right stick switching, classic. Now, again, this is when you're on the edge of the box, right? They're attacking you. You're on the right centre mid. You need to be able to switch to the right player at the right time, otherwise you won't be able to keep up with the play. The other options here are player rotation, right? Not looking good. Adaptive, awful by the way. Like, it makes the game stutter as well when you're trying to switch player. Not good at all. Get it on classic. That's a standard. You have to have this on classic. Next, player relative. If you have this on ball relative, I think there's one pro player who has on ball relative, and I don't know why. It's where you'll flick. So let's say you're on the left centre mid and you want to go to the right centre mid. You'd think you flick right, as in like left to right, or on the actual screen it'd be up because the left centre mid's there, the right centre mid's there. If that makes sense. So you want to switch to the player you want, but if you actually have it on ball carrier, you have to switch from where the ball is to the player. That's not what you want. Player relative, so you can switch from player to player without any complications on where the ball is, whether it's in the air, whether it's on the floor. Next one, ground pass assisted. Next assisted, next assisted, next assisted. I know these four should always be unassisted. Game's going to help you as much as possible with shots, with crosses, with LBYs, or with pass on the floor. Get them all unassisted. Lob through pass semi. Now it's either semi or manual, so you want as much assistance as possible. If it's on manual, it will go everywhere out of play. With semi, it will lock onto the player. Save assistance. I actually don't think anything happens on this because the keeper's AI. I think this is a pro club's setting. But yeah, just make sure it's unassisted. Analog sprint off. This is really important. If you want to do the sprint boost, which is hold L1, let go. But as you let go, hold sprint and the left stick in whatever direction you want. You'll get a really, really good speed boost. And it will leave your players in the dust. So yeah. Sorry, leave their players in the dust. So yeah, make sure to get this off rather than on. And then last one, pass receiver lock late. So if you make a pass and then last second you try and change where you want to pass it, it will do it. Whereas if you have it on any of these, it just takes ages. Make sure it's on late, and then you can change your mind mid-pass, and your players will listen to what you want to do. User vibration feedback and trigger effect should be off. Trigger effect is known to break people's controllers because it resists you pressing R2 and L2. So when you're pushing them down against the resistance, it's not looking good for your controller. User vibration feedback, I've turned that off. It was starting to annoy me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the settings. We're on classic controls, then we get straight into the camera settings, and then we'll end the video. Onto the camera settings. First things first, we're on co-op. Single player camera is the one when you're playing online or against your mates, whatever. And then Pro Clubs, Pro Clubs camera is the one when you're playing on just Pro Clubs. So these are all different. Make sure you put them all on co-op, except be a keeper. That is when you're Pro Clubs goalkeeper. You're not on Pro. So first things first, we're on co-op default. Now, before I get into the next part, you want power shoot. I have it on. A lot of people have it off. I want to see when someone's loading up a shot so I can run at them and get a tackle in. Obviously, you can cancel the shot, so it might actually, scare a few of you guys at home. But for me personally, I like to see when it zooms in. Last thing for me, before I get onto the big point, menu music off, menu SFX on 10, commentary off, ambience on 10. That's so you can hear you can hear the crowd, but not the commentators. Sorry, I'm rushing there. You know, the crowd all screaming, shouting, but you can't hear the commentators. That's how it's best. Oh, and a visual, you want indicator so you can see the player name, or if you want the gamer tag, it's on player name and indicator, I think. No, player name bar. Right, last thing, co-op default. Let me get into it. So, onto co-op. Now, co-op default is what I have. If you want to see more of the pitch, you can go 20 height, 0 zoom. This is the big point. Look at all these camera angles that everyone uses, right? Starting off with co-op. Look at the bottom now. There's an arrow down there showing you the player's head. Look out for this player in every other camera. Classic, he's not there. Dynamic, he's not there. End-to-end, he's not there. Pro, he's not there. Broadcast, he's not there. Default, he's not there. And the ones that you guys at home will use, EA Sports Cam, he's not on it. Tele Broadcast, he's not on it. Make sure, Tele, he's not on it. Make sure to get on co-op, and you guys will be able to see all the extra passes, all the players out wide, and you'll be able to see more options on the pitch. This is a game winner for you guys at home. Make sure to put it on, and you'll be flying. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a like, a subscription, leave a comment on what you want to see. Thank you very much, fellas. Peace.